The Ann Lynn Show proudly presents the Ann Lynn News with your reporter, Mamaw. And here she is.
Well, hello, this is Mamaw coming to you today from the studio of Lynn's studio. I guess you'd say it's her office. Anyway, it's been so long since I've been with you, and I just had to come around. Hold on just a minute. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, goodness gracious, getting old is so much fun! But I'm glad to be this age. I'm glad to be any age right now, and it's coming to you live. I am live, yeah. Well, anyway, it's been a long time, and Ann said, hey, Mamaw, it's about time to get back to the wild and wacky and true news. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to bring you. These are real news articles that are kind of wacky. So cameraman printed them off for me today, and I've not seen them. So anyways, you know, when Ann lived here, she'd just hand them to me directly. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hand it to myself. That's pretty good. Oh, here we go. Oh my goodness, it says Alaska woman attacked by a bear while using the outhouse. Oh my goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Can you imagine being in that outhouse and having some big old bear outside? You couldn't do your business if you tried. It'd petrify you. I got out there and sat down on the toilet. What language? I'd have said the commode in the outhouse, and immediately something bit. Oh no. And I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you by the nose. I'm going to wring it, and then I'm going to get you by the cheeks, and I'm going to. This is terrible. How they talk. Okay. Well, let me sit out here. Okay. An Alaska woman had the scare of a lifetime when using an outhouse in the backcountry, and she was attacked by a bear from below. That could be kind of dangerous. I got out there and sat down on the commode, and immediately something bit my butt right as I sat down. She told the Associated Press. I jumped up and screamed when it happened. Well, don't you hardly think you'd scream a little bit if you sat down? You know, that's always been kind of something I've been a little bit afraid of, sitting down on the commode and having a snake or something come up through there. But I never thought I'd have a bear bite in the butt. But let's go on. So, her brother and his girlfriend had taken snowmobiles into the wilderness to stay at his yurt, Y-U-R-T, located about 20 miles northwest of Haines in southwest Alaska. Her brother heard the screaming and went to the outhouse about 150 feet from the yurt, that thing. There he found Shannon. I'm sorry, I don't know why I think it's funny. Forgive your Mamaw. I'm sure this is really horrendous because he found Shannon tending to her wound. First they thought she'd been bitten by a squirrel or a mink or something small. But Eric brought his headlamp to see what it was. I opened the toilet and there's just a bare face just right there at the level of the toilet seat, just looking right back up through the hole right at me. I shut the lid as fast as I could. There's a bear down there. He went out when we got out there now. Anyway, he ran back to the yurt as fast as he could, and they treated Shannon with the first aid kit. They determined it wasn't serious, but they would head to Haines if it worsened. It was bleeding, but not super bad. The next morning, they found bear tracks all over the county. Oh, property, sorry. That looked like county to me. I think I need to adjust my glasses. But the bear had left the area. You could see them across the snow coming up. This is the tracks coming up to the other side of the So they figured the bear got into the outhouse through an opening at the bottom of the back door. I expect it's probably not that bad of a little den in the winter, Shannon said. Just think, that little bear must have been awful stinky if he was denned up there for the winter. But I really think Shannon should have went to the doctor. If you ask me, she might have had to have a shot or something, Like, why wasn't the bear asleep? Or did she barely wake up the bear and there he was and bit her on the butt? Who knows? Oh, my goodness. They give a lot of research money out for a lot of reasons, but how about this one? Pigs can be trained to play video games with their snout, study reveals. Isn't that a good use of money? If they got so much money, just spread it around. Mamaw will take some money. I'll take some of that money. Pigs are highly intelligent creatures, and the study released on Thursday revealed they're skilled gamers too. So anyways, can you imagine? The paper highlights 2 Yorkshire pigs named Hamlet and Omelette, and 2 something else micro pigs. And anyways, these pigs usually weighed 50 to 70 pounds, and they were named Ebony and Ivory, and they were also kept at Pennsylvania State. Well, anyways, they were trained on the rudimentary joystick-operated video gas task. Well, anyways, that's all I got to say. I don't think we're interested in pigs playing video games. Do you really? I think that's all the weird and wacky news I can take for a day. Training pigs to play video games, and been doing it for years and years and years. Well, I know pigs are intelligent. I have friends who own pigs. Yeah, and they can learn lots of things. And pigs can become your best friend. That's right, you can have a pig for a pet. Well, this is Mamaw, and my nose is dripping, and I forgot a Kleenex. Can you believe that? I guess at this age you forget once in a while, but you wouldn't think I'd forget my Kleenex. But I did. So I'm going to say goodbye for Mamaw, goodbye for right now, and I'll be back with some weird, wacky, but true headlines. Thank you, Ann, for sharing those funny headlines with us today. And I tell you what, people, I love each one of you. Yes, I do, and I'm so grateful, gratitude, yes, for you. So I'll go give you some Mamaw kisses, and I'm going to tell you I love you, and I'll see you later, and I hope you got a little chuckle, because sometimes that's all we need in life, just a little chuckle. I got to say one thing, though. Before you go to the outhouse, check that it don't have a back door for cleaning the outhouse out. If you do, look down the seat and make sure there ain't no bear, wolverine, or mink, or squirrel, or snake. That's all I got to say for now. I love you. Here's some Mamaw kisses. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Goodbye. Goodbye. Well, you'd never guess. Ann had a third article. She had a third one. I just missed it completely. I guess I need to get these bifocals checked. Anyways, I had time to get a Kleenex. That's good. So I bring you this third wild and wacky and weird true headline. Here we go. You ready? Oh, if it wasn't true, you just couldn't make this up now, I'm telling you. It says, you ready? New Zealand sentences cactus smuggler caught with 947 plants strapped to her body. Oh my goodness, that makes me go, ouch, ooch, ooch, ouch, ouch, ooch. She was sentenced to intensive supervision for 12 months and 100 hours of community work. She strapped these stockings containing, Lee strapped stockings containing 947 succulents and cacti. Got to be very proper. Valued at over $10,000 to her body in an attempt to bring him to the country. Well, my goodness gracious, great balls of fire. can you imagine having nearly 1,000 cacti and succulents? I wouldn't worry about. They're pretty soft little little plants. But I don't think I want that cacti put on my body. I sure don't. Well, she sure wanted to get them in the country, didn't she? Well, I'm glad they caught her. And it says, what did it say? She's going to have intensive supervision for 12 months. I bet that's going to be how long it's going to take for all them little cactus pickies to heal up too. Well, anyways, if it wasn't written down and it wasn't on the internet, I wouldn't believe it. But I believe this one, I guess. Anyways, I love you, and I'm going to say good. Oh, just a minute. Hang on. Okay, I'm going to say goodbye. Goodbye once again. I love you, and here's some Mamaw kisses again. Mwah, mwah, mwah.